The World Cup is supposed to answer one question: which country is best at football? But the 2026 World Cup answers another question too. How do you turn a tournament with 104 matches into nearly $9 billion? Because while players compete for the trophy, FIFA is operating on one of the most powerful money making machines in sports. And their secret isn't just bringing in more fans, it's creating more of almost everything it can sell. The first step was expansion. The 2022 World Cup featured 32 teams and 64 matches. In 2026, that becomes 48 teams and 104 matches, 40 additional teams. Those extra matches aren't just football, they're commercial inventory. Every game creates more tickets, television broadcasts, advertising opportunities, hospitality packages, merchandise, and sponsor exposure. The tournament also lasts more than 5 weeks and stretches across 16 cities in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. That gives FIFA access to more stadiums, more local markets, and more supporters. Expansion was presented as a way to make the World Cup more inclusive, and don't get me wrong, it does give more countries a chance to participate, but it also makes the product significantly larger. More countries means more supporters means more viewers, and more viewers makes everything surrounding the tournament more valuable. FIFA's biggest asset isn't a stadium or even a trophy, it's attention. For a few weeks, the World Cup becomes one of the only events capable of attracting enormous audiences across almost every single continent. FIFA sells broadcasters permission to bring that audience into their markets. In their revised budget, FIFA expected around $3.9 billion in broadcasting revenue during 2026, roughly 44% of its projected income for that year. Broadcasters then recover that investment through advertising, subscriptions, and licensing agreements. The expanded tournament helps again. 40 additional matches means 40 additional broadcasts and hundreds of additional hours of programming around them. FIFA isn't simply selling football matches, it's selling access to billions of moments of human attention. Then, there are the people inside the stadiums. The 2026 World Cup used some of the largest sporting venues in North America, including several capable of holding tens of thousands of spectators. FIFA can divide those seats into different products. There are ordinary tickets, premium seats, hospitality suites, travel packages, and exclusive corporate experiences. Tickets and hospitality represent approximately another third of FIFA's projected 2026 revenue, and the American market is especially valuable because premium priced live sports are already deeply established. The same match, therefore, can be sold in several different ways: as a seat for a supporter, as a luxury experience for a wealthy customer, as a networking event for a corporation. The football remains the same. The price and the customer changes though. Next, sponsors complete another major section of the machine. Global companies don't pay simply to display their logos. They're paying to associate themselves with something people already care about. A normal advertisement interrupts your attention. A World Cup sponsor appears during a moment you choose to watch. That might be your country scoring, a goalkeeper saving a penalty, or a player lifting the trophy. FIFA effectively packages those emotions and sells companies a place beside them. And because 48 teams are participating, more national audiences have a personal reason to tune in. For sponsors, that makes the expanded World Cup an enormous global marketing platform disguised as a football competition. But perhaps the smartest part of FIFA's model is that it doesn't even carry every cost alone. Host cities help provide stadium operations, security, transportation, public spaces, and other infrastructure needed to stage the event. Local officials often justify those costs by promising tourism, international exposure, and economic growth. Some businesses will undoubtedly benefit, especially hotels, airlines, restaurants, and companies located near stadiums, but the economic gains are difficult to distribute evenly. Cities absorb many operational costs, while FIFA controls the tournament's most valuable revenue streams: media rights, global sponsorships, ticketing, and hospitality. In simple terms, host cities help build the stage, but FIFA owns the show. And that is how FIFA built a $9 billion World Cup. It added more teams to create more matches, and it sold those matches to broadcasters. It transformed seats into premium experiences, it sold sponsors access to national emotion, and it staged everything inside countries that already possessed much of the necessary infrastructure. The 2026 World Cup may be the largest celebration of football ever created, but it also is something else: a lesson in turning attention, loyalty, and national pride into an extraordinarily profitable product. On July 19th, one country will lift the World Cup trophy. Financially, however, FIFA has already won.